So I've collected some of the creepiest ghost stories from America's most haunted homes. Some of these stories will make your skin crawl. So be sure to watch until the end for more creepypasta-style stories that I have collected. This house is located at 432 Sorrel Street in Savannah, Georgia. According to legend, Lily was the daughter of one of the previous owners who died in the house many years ago. She is said to appear as a white, translucent figure in the windows and doorways throughout the house, especially at night. Legend has it that a woman was set to be married in the house, but was killed on her way to the wedding reception. Her body was never found, but some believe that her spirit still lingers here waiting for her groom. Visitors and staff have reported seeing the ghost of a woman in a wedding dress standing at the top of the stairs leading to the second floor. It is said that the spirits of patients who died here still wander the halls at night, moaning and crying out for help. Some have even reported hearing the sound of screams and disembodied voices echoing through the darkness. This hotel is located at 604 Brazos Street in Austin, Texas. It was built in 1886 by Colonel Lawrence Driscoll, a wealthy landowner and businessman. He was a former bellhop at the hotel who was rumored to have had an affair with a prominent socialite. If you are brave enough to stay here, you may just experience one of the many spooky phenomena that have been reported in the past. If you did, please consider following for more content like this. Also, be sure to let me know in the comments below if you have ever experienced anything paranormal, or if you know of any other haunted locations in America. Until next time, happy haunting. When the affair ended, Jesse was fired and he became increasingly bitter. On the night of March 4th, 1908, Jesse returned to the hotel carrying a gun. He went to the room of the woman he had loved and shot her before turning the gun on himself. It is said that both of their spirits haunt the hotel, and guests have reported hearing gunshots and seeing shadowy figures in the hallways late at night. The hotel was designed by architect Elias Ezequiel in the Beaux-Arts style and was considered to be the finest hotel in the South. The Driscoll featured luxurious amenities such as plush carpets, chandeliers, and marble floors. The hotel quickly became a favorite destination for politicians, celebrities, and other members of high society. But behind the opulence and grandeur of the hotel, there was a darker side lurking in the shadows. The Driscoll has a reputation for being one of the most haunted hotels in America, and there are several ghost stories that have been passed down through the years. One of the most well-known ghosts is that of a little girl named Willie. Legend has it that Willie was staying in room 525 with her mother when she accidentally fell out of bed and died. Her spirit is said to haunt the hotel to this day, with guests reporting hearing the sound of a rocking chair in the middle of the night. Other guests have claimed to see the ghost of Willie walking down the hallway outside of her room. Some have even reported seeing her full apparition sitting on the edge of their bed while they sleep. As you walk down the dimly lit corridors, you can feel the weight of their suffering pressing down on you. The air grows heavy and cold, sending shivers down your spine. Suddenly, you hear a loud bang in the distance and your heart races. Could it be one of the restless spirits moving about? You don't dare turn around to investigate, but you can't help but wonder what lurks in the shadows behind you. She is said to be crying and sobbing uncontrollably, never moving from her spot on the stairs. It is also a place where the veil between the living and the dead is said to be at its thinnest. If you are brave enough to visit, you may just experience one of the many terrifying phenomena that have been reported here. Some say that if you listen closely, you can hear the sound of her wedding dress rustling as she paces back and forth. Visitors and staff have also reported hearing the sound of children, as footsteps and laughter echoing through the halls, as well as feeling a sudden drop in temperature when she is near. Visitors and staff alike have had countless experiences with the supernatural here, from seeing ghosts to hearing unexplained noises. This complex is located at 100 Forest Avenue in Niagara, New York. It was originally built in 1886 as an insane asylum for Western New York, designed by the renowned architect Edward Tucker. The complex was state-of-the-art for its time, featuring wide hallways and large rooms designed to promote healing and recovery. But it didn't take long for the walls of the institution to become tainted with tragedy and horror. Within a few years of opening, the asylum became overcrowded and understaffed, leading to horrific conditions for the patients. Many of them were left without proper care, wandering the halls in filth and despair. The staff, overworked and underpaid, often resorted to using physical and psychological punishments to control the patients, such as solitary confinement and forced labor. Over the years, rumors began to circulate about the mistreatment of patients within the asylum walls. People started to call it the Devil's Island due to the terrible things that happened there. Despite attempts to improve conditions, the damage was done, and the asylum gained a reputation as a place of horror and despair. In 1994, the New York State Department of Mental Health closed the Richardson Olmsted complex. After sitting abandoned for several years, the complex was finally reopened in 2008 as a luxury hotel, spa, and conference center. However, it is said that the dark history of the building continues to linger here, and many visitors and staff have reported experiencing strange and unexplainable phenomena. If you are brave enough to visit, you may just see one of the many spirits that call this house their home. Some believe that Lily may have been a victim of abuse or neglect by her parents, and her spirit is now trapped in the house because she is unable to move on. The house was built in 1890 by Thomas Gamble Weed and his wife, Mary. Thomas was a wealthy dry goods merchant who owned Gamble Weed and Company, which dealt in tobacco, cotton, grain, and naval stores. He had accumulated a sizable fortune and built this beautiful home on Sorrel Street. The couple lived here with their 4 children until they died in the early 20th century. Their home was then willed to their daughter Emily, who lived here all alone until her death in 1975. Since then, the house has been converted into a bed and breakfast and historical house museum. First, let's go to Savannah, Georgia, where we will visit the Sorrel Weed House. One of the ghosts that haunts the halls of the Sorrel Weed House is that of a young girl named Lily. Another ghost that is said to haunt the Sorrel Weed House is that of a former employee. He worked as a cook for the family for many years, but was eventually fired for stealing food. He was so angry about being fired that he cursed the house and vowed to return and haunt it. And that is exactly what he has done. Visitors and staff have reported hearing the sound of pots and pans clattering in the kitchen even when no one is there. They have also seen the ghost of the cook himself walking through the halls at night. It is said that he is always looking for something, searching for something that he lost when he was alive. Perhaps the most terrifying ghost story associated with the Sorrel Weed House is that of the Ghost Bride. Overall, the Sorrel Weed House is said to be one of the most haunted places in Savannah, Georgia. Now let's travel up north to Niagara, New York, where we will explore the Richardson Olmsted complex. One of the most active areas of paranormal activity is the basement level of the complex. Today, the Richardson Olmsted complex stands as a reminder of the dark past of mental health treatment in America. Next, let's head over to Austin, Texas, where we will check out the Driscoll Hotel. Another ghost story associated with the Driscoll is that of a man named Jesse Driscoll. Overall, the Driscoll Hotel is a beautiful and historic landmark in Austin, Texas, but it is also a place where the dead are said to linger. I hope you enjoyed hearing about the creepiest ghost stories from America's most haunted homes.
I'm always here.